Good morning. How are you guys doing? So I came back on here to, clarify some things about, your manifestation, why it's taking so long, and I forgot a really critical piece to what you may be doing wrong when you're manifesting for something that you really, really, really desire. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention in the last video is that okay, so going through your manifestation, right? Let's say you're setting your intentions, you're really putting out that positive vibration into the world, and you really are like, okay, why is this not happening? I really, really, really want this. One of the most critical parts of manifesting is, and this is going to sound crazy, right? Is you having to really detach yourself from your desired outcome. Okay? So let me give you an example, right? Because I love examples, okay? Let's say that you have this dream home that you want, right? It's a beautiful home. It's, you've just always driven past this home, and it's, really something that you've always wanted, right? And you keep going to this home, and you're like, man, I really want to get this home. Like, I just really want this home. I really want this bad. Or you really want this car, you know? And, you have to think about it yourself in terms of a butterfly, right? Butterflies go to very beautiful exotic flowers all the time, right? But if you notice, they don't sit at this beautiful flower all day long and keep coming back to it because it's a beautiful vibrant color. What butterflies do is they go from flower to flower. They don't stay too long, they just go where the wind goes. They go they don't attach to one flower for so long. So you have to really have the kind of spirit of a flower, of a butterfly. Let's say you really, really want something, and you're really just looking at it. You're like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is not in my life. Even if it's probably like a person that you like, or a man, or a woman that you really desire to want to be with, and they just don't see you like that, right? You have to put your intention, you have to set really good intentions, right? You have to really set good intentions. You have to really set your desired outcome. You have to really write it down. You have to really, it's called scripting, right? Write it down. I want this house on this so-and-so street at, any town, USA. I want to date this person. I want this person to acknowledge me. I really want this car, okay? I really want to have this amount of money in my bank account before the end of the year. And I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I need it. Okay, so you have to be like a butterfly. You have to set your intention. Maybe even visit the car lot or the home or that neighborhood where the home is at, right? But you have to detach yourself from it, okay? Because you have to believe, right? And this is part of your belief system, okay? You have to believe that which what you are desiring, right, will come to you because of the vibrations and the energy that you're putting out there, because of the gratitude that you're putting out there, because of the believability, because you're walking in a way where you have self-respect, you're respecting others, you're doing positive things, you're giving gratitude, you're volunteering your time, you're doing positive, you're not using negative mind talk, so detaching yourself, right, from your desired outcome is actually gonna bring it to you. I know it sounds really weird, right? And sometimes people be like, have you ever heard people say, you know what, I always drove past this house and I always wanted this house, but then I forgot about it. And then years later, I came back and I moved into that house, or I moved to that neighborhood, or I got with my high school sweetheart after I was married 2 times. Or, my child at the time, couldn't read, and now they're like amazing brainiac because I put intentions out there. Or, I always wanted to lose weight, and one day I finally did it. All of those people at one time or another set a desired outcome, right? They had a goal, right? But one of the most critical things about this is that while you're manifesting, make sure you're staying present. Okay, I know. It's like, okay, you want me to think about the future and then you want me to stay present. Yes. Manifestation works when you stop thinking about the wrongs that you did yesterday and what you desire in the future. You set an intention of your desire in the future, but you have to stay present, right? Staying present is so critical because staying present, you catch little bitty things that bring you closer to your manifestation, right? So, for instance, let's go back to the house, right? You set an intention about this house. You really wanted it. Let's say you contact a realtor and you said, what is this house going for? Da-da-da. And then let's just say you're not even, one day you decide, okay, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to stay present. What if you meet that real estate person at the park, right? And you say, hey, but if you're not present, you're probably ruminating on what you really want, and you're just kind of, in a funky attitude about it. Let's say you meet them outside and you're like, in this you have these positive vibes, and she's like, what they really, you talk to her and you're like, hey, how's everything going? How's the house going? Oh wow, the seller's really looking for somebody who's going to take care of the house, and they're really looking for someone to write them a beautiful letter. Aha, right? You weren't really looking for it. You connected the dots, and now you have a new piece of information, right? So now you can go home and set another desired outcome. You can write a letter and say why you desire this home and send it to them and then let it go. Do you see what I'm saying? Because of your positive attitude and your positive mindset, another step unlocked, right? Right? Another step unlocked. You're like, wow, that's a new bit of information. The real estate agent didn't tell me about that house. That maybe the owner is not really looking for a bunch of pile of money. Maybe they're looking for someone with sentimental values and who can take care of their home. So what I'm saying is being present, right? Setting your desired outcome, but also, when you're present and you set your desired outcome and you set your intentions, guess what? You're now opening up yourself to more little bitty clues that are going to be unlocking your full potential, right? So that's what I'm saying. While you're going on this manifestation journey, write it down, set your intention, manifest about it, meditate about it, and then you have to detach yourself from it. Okay? Detachment is a huge, huge, huge thing when it comes to manifesting, okay? And then also, while you're on this journey, you're manifesting, consider alternatives. Okay, one of the main things I always say when I'm manifesting, and I really set my intentions really hard, is I consider any alternatives that could possibly get me closer, right? Because if you can start to consider alternatives, it's not saying that you're saying, oh, I don't think I'm good enough to get what I want, or I don't think I'm capable of getting what you want. No, that's not the key. This is layers to manifesting, okay? Right? We're not manifesting a yacht right now, okay? Maybe we're just trying to get a little tugboat, okay? But the whole deal is that you're still in the water, enjoying the beautiful sunset. You know what I'm saying? So perspective is key, right? So consider alternatives. How can I still be in the same space and place, right? But may not get everything that I want, but I'm getting closer to my goal, okay? So, and even if your heart is set like on a promotion, right? Like, I really want this promotion. I know I need this extra $40,000 a year to get this promotion at work. Think about, there may be other opportunities, in the company, or it may be something very adjacent, to it, or maybe you can just get closer to, giving the interview, right? And then you say you don't get the job promotion. Guess what? You go back to that boss and say, hey, Thank you so much for this interview. Do you mind telling me what I did wrong so I can be prepared next time to make sure that I get closer to possibly helping you fill that position with my skills and talents? That's how you do it. People are going to be like, wow, that's really, that's someone who's self-aware. Someone who's self-aware wants to be critiqued. People look into that. They're like, man, that person came back to me with sincerity. Guess what? 4 weeks later, that new boss from XYZ company that got your promotion left because they got a better offer. Guess what? Now you got the job promotion. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how it works, because you're considering alternatives. You're going back to that boss and say, hey, I know I didn't get it, but what can I do next time? You know? I may not be able to get this. You're not sticking, right, to that same flower, that butterfly, right? That butterfly that I'm talking about. You're not sticking to that same flower where you're sucking all the pollen out of it. You're going to another flower, okay? You're being a free spirit. You're moving into the world. You're going with the flow. That's what I'm talking about when you're looking into your positivity. When you're looking into your manifestation, okay? The detachment from the desired outcome is so critical, okay? So I'm going to post this video. You guys let me know what you think. Like I said, I appreciate you guys. I wanted to also really quickly tell you that I'm going to try to post videos